when you guys are in the studio, when you guys are making music, is that a like kind of who you know type of thing? Do you have to know certain people to be able to book studio sessions?
Nah, you know, a lot of people, you know, want a lot of things out of you too, from you know, from where you from and from other places. You know, you gotta do it yourself. Like if you don't have those type of connections, you gotta make sure you know, press the issue for yourself if that's what you really want to do. You know, a lot of people, you know, already, you know. That's what you got to say.
What y'all was saying? What's the question?
It was just a studio question of how does it really work? Do you have to know certain people to be able to get your foot in the door to even, you know, get into the studio? How does that work?
I mean, just studio alone, you don't gotta know anybody, but we're gonna keep it real in the business wise. Majority of people you see do have a machine behind them, so it's definitely smart to have a partner. I wouldn't say sign and, you know, they got little 360 deals and sign and all your music away, you ain't getting credit for your stuff, but definitely want to know somebody.
That's nice to know. Well, I have another question just back on you guys' background. I want to know, who inspires you guys? Who did you see and you were like, man, like, I want to do that? Or whose beats or, like, whose music really put you into, like, this is something I want to do in my life?
The one who made me definitely want to go get it, Nick Mill. That's it for me.
Yeah, it definitely was the biggest thing for me was, like, is this real? Like, is this, you know, coming from where we come from, you understand? Of no connections. And, you know, we seen those couple people. You know it's possible. And Philly, is right there. Fetty Wap a couple years ago too. You know, it's a couple people. So like, I mean, when you hear their story, it's like, oh, you know what I mean? It's not just those couple people in the magazine. It's Instagram now. It's like, you know, it's really happening.
And for me, I mean, female rapper Nicki Minaj. You know.
Yeah.
Honestly,
you got a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, but honestly, it wasn't even like I didn't really follow with Nicki until recently, but so for me it was always like J. Cole type. I really like that deep kind of like storytelling type of music and stuff, but I mean Nicki's definitely, she has the image and everything, so I mean that's like one of my biggest influences too. But you know, as far as the type of music that I want to make, more like J. Cole, like, you know, Kendrick Lamar type of thing like that. So you know.
Wow.
Do you guys ever get discouraged? Do people tell you guys, "Oh, you suck, you'll never make it"? And how do you guys overcome that?
With social media, we're in a whole different game. Social
it's
media
different
has
now.
a big impact.
Yeah, you know, everybody, you know, they successful in their own way. A lot of people doing a lot of different, completely different, you know, off the wall things that, you know, in our little side of the world, the tri-state, is not what, you know, a lot of things that's on now or popping now. So, you know, you just put your own style to it. We know we got our own style that's different from the whole world. So it's cool to, like, you know, this is something new that we could really bring to the game. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, we definitely so young. We don't get discouraged. We want to get right back at you. You tell me I can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, y'all got time.
Yeah,
right.
We have a lot of time. You guys are very young.
Right.
Definitely. I think, I mean, it's usually sometimes the people that's closest to you that tell you, oh, you can't do it or anything like that, and I think it's just because they're scared of what the possibilities could be of, like, if you don't make it, you know what I mean? But you can't even have that in your mind. Like, anybody that's told me, like, oh, well, what if it doesn't work out or something like that, they're not involved in my life right now. Like, I hang with them, I hang with my sister, my best friend, like, and then that's enough for me, you know, because they all support it, they all support the dream and everything. So if you're talking negative or anything like that, I don't know you. Like, I don't know you.
That's a really good way to look at it. Now, I do have a question for all of y'all. Are there any artists out right now that you feel do not deserve to be where they're at?
Not one of them.
Ooh, shady question.
No, that's not. You know what? I don't feel like that's. I don't feel like that's. Because I feel like there are some people that got famous overnight for something. I'm not going to say stupid because everybody has, you know, their own creativity and that's fine. But they're still at the top and they're still where they're at, and it's mind-boggling because there are so many different creative people and people that went to school for the things that they do, and they don't get looked at. So I just want to know if you guys feel this way.
I don't want to make this into a racial thing, but in art culture, anyone who can go get some money, I don't care if you, man, that's what you gotta do to get your millions. I ain't mad at you. Period. You know, so many of us that's poor and deprived of everything, opportunities, man. If you can go get it, go get it. I think everybody deserves it.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely you know, nothing that we really look at too much, because you know, other people, you gotta understand, some people born with more, some people born with less. That's why I said the number one thing for me that motivated me was, is this real? Like, because there's a lot of things behind closed doors you don't really know. Like, as far as back in the day, the 90s or something era would have probably been a lot harder when you only see a couple people on the magazine. Now you really see Instagram, like, you know, they never get played on the radio, but they really, you know, doing a lot of shows. Whoa, like, but nah, I mean, everybody that, you know, they have real fans, so it's not nothing fake. That's what you have, yeah.
Very interesting. So, speaking on that, and the people who are kind of here and just making any kind of music to get out there, what do you guys think about the whole mumble rap, you know, kind of getting on the track, you know?
I love it because I love Future, so, I mean, he might not.
I love Future, too.
He might not clarify himself as that,
y'all.
but, you know, he might not clarify himself as that, but, you know, I like a lot of different things.
I like it for the reason that we not that, so if I can stand out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, in what ways do you feel like you stand out, though?
Like you just said, it is a lot of mumble rap going on, or whatever they want to call it, and I enjoy it. Just like you said, you enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. But at the same time, I grew up on Lil Wayne. I grew up on Michael Jackson. I'm growing up on Meek Mill, and they talking to me. They touching my heart. So when I'm making music, I'm not acting like them. I'm not them. I'm just telling my story, but, you know, just being inspired by them. So I'm really talking. That's the difference.
Right. I think another thing to realize when, like, we kind of judge the mumble rappers and stuff, at the end of the day, this is a business. And I guess people want to hear what they want to hear right now. The mumble rap, like, that's popping right now. So if anybody can make a song off the first thing they see, if you see a refrigerator and you can make a bomb rap, hey, you number one on Apple Music. Well,
I ain't mad at you,
So, and I think, unfortunately, for our people who aren't going in that route, it is kind of hard to stand out when, like we said, you can just come out and rap about a refrigerator. And I'm trying to tell my life story. I've been through. And you talk about potato chips. Like, what?
How the ice cream melted because it didn't freeze right?
What?
Get out.
You have to realize this, you know, sometimes not everybody wants to hear that, like, storytelling type of thing. So, like, as an artist, you don't have to make mumble rap. You don't have to make anything like that.
Mix it up.
You know, if you want to be relevant and stuff like that, you gotta, like, put a little bit of it into yourself. But you know, it's just really about sticking to who you are, and to, you know, if you're being you, chances are you're gonna be popping. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what it's about.
Okay. Who do you guys feel are, now this can be, you know, collective or individually, who do you feel are your biggest supporters right now? Your closest supporters.
The people standing right next to me.
Really?
I was going to say each other, huh?
Wow.
For sure.
My sister, my best friend, like I said, that's who really, you know, motivates me and supports me and everything like that. So, you know.
It'll get better.
That's why I say, everybody who co-sign first, like, you know, this right here, it's love.
And sometimes you don't need a bunch of people. Because honestly, a bunch of people, they can...
You don't.
You don't. A bunch of people, they can try to put stuff in your head, like, why are you doing this? Or, I'll support you, but I still think this. I mean, I need you to be with me, or you're not with me.
Yeah.
And it's that simple, too.
Yeah. You just need those few sometimes.
That's what y'all think. That's the same thing for y'all.
For support, I think this is support right here. Like, you didn't have to do this right here. And I think, like, you know, going on the stage, you know, when we did our first little thing too, like anybody, and then you know, getting played by just somebody on Instagram who DM and, you know, they want to play my music outside the states, like, you know, it's very little things, but
that means so much.
Yeah, like that's all the people that you're gonna remember the most, like your first people, unless you just like, you know, some type of Hollywood type of person. When you get money, you're gonna change, but you know.
And mind you, we don't even start. We've been out 3 months.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely it's a lot going on right now, but we want it all, so our expectations is high.
Wow. That's good, though.
The locals, like the local people in your state and in your town or whatever, they're not going to be the ones to support you first. Like, they're not, because they know you. Like, you tell me all the time, like the people that know you want the behind the scenes. They want, the backstage, and they want this and that, but, you know, you can't get that if you weren't with me. You feel me? Like, you can't get that if I was, like, if I sucked and, you didn't push me to do it, you know what I mean? So
yeah, as far as anybody that you know, then you know that you know of, because you don't know these people. You don't know a lot, even the people that you went to school with, things like that. I mean, as far as them, like, you know, as long as I see you working, let's work. Other than that, but you know, we're the group that yeah, you definitely have to, see us and catch up with us, because we're moving exactly how we see everybody on the TV screen. Like, I'm the same person. So, you gotta really, prove yourself. Really,
like waking up.
I might not be on yet, but I feel like, prove yourself to me, because I'm out here in DPA. Somebody might complain, I don't got the gas money, bro. Like, but I want to be in the studio. Hey, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Like, but yeah, you could work with me. Just
be on my level.
Right.
Well, we're gonna switch it over a bit. I kind of just want to really, see how you guys work, other than the music. So, like I said, social media is a big thing. How do you guys keep your personal lives away from outshining, like, the music? How do you guys kind of keep your personal lives in the back and try to let your music speak for itself? Because I know that's one thing people try to dig up or get more information about, is your personal lives, and you're like, wait a minute, hold up, but this track right here, but this, but people want to look at different things. How do you guys separate the two?
What you think?
And personal life is like
simple.
relationship, anything like that.
Yeah, you always think that Instagram, just take a step back and just, evaluate for yourself what you want to, press. You just press a button, so you can do whatever you want.
Those buttons get a lot of people in trouble.
And that's the thing. We've been like that since we met. We was little. We don't tell nobody nothing. It's our business. Whatever happens in real life, that's for the family. Everything online, I don't play that online. You can go. I had Instagram or Facebook since 2011. You ain't gonna see not one post about nothing except happy birthday, mom, and stuff like that.
Oh no, I was a little bit different, because
right?
Yeah, it's definitely different with females.
You want to put everything. Oh my god, but I learned while I definitely changed. Like, let me start. I definitely changed, because being with him and just being having the mindset that I have now, I try to keep it all low key. And because before I used to put my relationships out there and all that stuff, but now you just get a little bit of it. You know what I mean? And then I think that's enough for people. You know what I mean? Because I gotta keep something to myself.
Definitely. You always want that mystery.
Yeah.
That privacy.
Yeah,
keep people
absolutely.
wondering. You always want that.
It's really good that you brought up change. I know you guys have only been doing this for 3 months, but how do you feel like you guys have changed just in doing this so far?
Yeah. How's this past 3 months? How's everything been?
This is brand new for me, for 1,000%. So just for me, it's just okay. You see a couple reactions. You see a couple people that, they be supporting you. Oh, I just got a message the other day. Oh, you gonna drop more? That's all you really need. And just, I guess, just different places, different, just seeing different places, seeing different reactions is how I move forward. I don't know about y'all.
Nah, this just made me hungry. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get it. Period. That's all this does. Made me just want to get more. Jay-Z dropped a new album. He been in the game. What am I doing? I'm slacking. Yeah. I got to do more. You know what I mean?
I gained more confidence, I would say.
Okay.
Definitely. I mean, before, I just wasn't as motivated to do my passion and stuff like that. So I just kind of, was thinking on the average level, like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to make other people happy. I wasn't trying to make myself happy. So now I'm definitely trying to gain more confidence and be like, no, this is what I want to do, so I'm going to pursue it. And, I think that's the biggest thing. I think anybody that knew me before does not know me now. Anybody that's been my friend before, they don't know me now. So,
I think it's kind of crazy for our listeners who don't know. This isn't kind of like just a hobby for them. This is a lifestyle.
Yeah,
like, they've changed everything.
I like that.
Oh, definitely. From speaking to you guys, I can definitely see that. You wake up, this is what you're thinking about. You're going to get this.
At the
you
9 to
dropped
5,
everything.
At the 9 to 5, this is what I'm thinking about.
At the 9 to 5, talking about I'm going to leave real soon.
It's definitely a lifestyle for them.
Is that something you guys ever think about? Like you said, after the 9 to 5, like, you're going to leave. Do you think about how this could potentially may or may not make you enough money?
It will make us more than enough money.
Why do you feel that way?
Go ahead, Zay. Speak it into existence.
No, yeah, that's great. No, speaking into existence, I'm just, just on the outside looking in, I see so many people, drop out of school and do the same thing, but they get nowhere. So why do you guys feel that you're different, even though everybody feels that, they're determined,
And the difference is, we're going to all keep it real, because we all know people like that. You drop out of school, then what they do? They go home, They talk about they rap, they drop a single, then they'll stop talking about the single next week. And they just hope it blows up out of thin air. We gonna wake up. We gotta be in New York tomorrow. We gonna be in New York tomorrow. We gotta be Westchester today. We gonna be in Westchester today. That's the difference. And we 20. Most of these people be like 18. They want to go back to the block and smoke weed. Or they'll be 22, 23, 24, graduate college. Even if the school route, you want to get a job, you gotta apply for more than one job. You know what I'm saying? You gotta apply for like 15 jobs to get what you want. You gotta go out and get it. Right? I mean, that's the difference with us. We know that, and we doing it now. But we gonna get it.
I like how you guys don't sugarcoat like the statistics and like the facts and stuff like that. I mean, it's scary to think about. Hey, like I said, this is a lifestyle. I'm putting myself out there. Tomorrow or in the future, this could not work, and you guys know that, and you guys see that.
But like, I mean, what else you? To me personally, it's like, what else I'm gonna do? For real? Because everybody that, like I said, is in their position. I love that they in their position and everything like that. But if we are all in the room together, I'm gonna look at you like, you know, we're the same type of person, because I know that you're a go-getter. I know that I'm a go-getter. We both probably on, you know, a positive type time. We both want to win, so that's perfect.
Right. And I mean, if you think about it in the school route too, it's like if you put like 100% of yourself into your schoolwork, which I'm sure you both do, so that could not work either. You know what I mean?
Trying to graduate.
I mean, if you put 100% of yourself into that, it's gonna work. If you put 100% of yourself into music or into anything else that you want to do, it's gonna work. So you just gotta put the work into it, you know.
Oh yeah, I think about the legends too. You got, you know what I mean, like look what I'm working right now. I mean, you gotta think about this. A lot of these guys, you know, they started later than us, and they made themselves a you know, an amazing thing. Changed their whole life, changed their family life. It's not even just about me, you know. It's about us right here. It's about, you know, my family. It's about his family, my girl's family. What? Like
we got
it's ridiculous. You know, it's crazy. It's too much. It's too much out here, you know, to not do it. Honestly, like it's a lot of people that, you know, that want to do it, but they don't. So cool.
What's your opinion on it? What you think? Like, what you think is gonna separate the, you know what I'm saying? The ones who gonna make it from the ones who talking about it. Cause I want to know if we going in the right direction.
I honestly wish I could tell you, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Determination is definitely one thing, because a lot of people will say, like, you know, this person wasn't support me, or they'll make a bunch of excuses as to why they didn't get to where they were. But honestly, if you don't stop, you'll get there. It might take time. It might take till you 50, but you'll get there.
You're right.
That's my opinion.
What you think, too?
You know, I'm kind of like Carly. I really don't know, but from what I've seen, and y'all about to be real annoying me because I know I'm about to bring up my guy. So
here she goes.
My favorite rapper is Chance the Rapper, and I just feel like, oh yeah. I know I gotta get into it. And when you first see him, he's not your. I feel like he's not your average rapper. I feel like he's very like rebellious in the way he produces his music, how he goes about things, his style, and everything. But people have to realize this was all because he chose to be himself and, you know, be true to himself. So if anything you do and whatever you do, I think it's always important for you three to always be true to yourself, because then you will be most proud of the, you know, the content you put out. You can never be like, oh, we just put that out because we want it. You know? So I would just say be true to yourself, and if it works, if it doesn't work, you never know. But as long as you can say, like, I did something that I loved. I created something that I loved. Yeah.
From, you know, 0 to 100.
Definitely.
Exactly. All right, well, we're going to play a couple songs for you guys. Take a quick break. Yep. Yeah, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to ask you guys some more questions, not so serious about music. We want to know about your personal lives, not too much, not too deep.
Play a little game
that's
too.
weird. Yeah, we might play a game, and then we're going to ask you guys to spit for us. So.
Oh, and then we will also come back and get, I know you guys want to know more about these three, we will let them give their social media and all that great stuff and let you know how to find out more about them.
Right. So we'll be back after this.
That went by great, y'all.
Yeah. You guys are good.
I know I turned this on.